Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is qualifying ahead of the 2025 Japanese Grand Prix. If you're new to this channel, if you're a Formula 1 fan, then please do get yourself subscribed. I'm live for every single Grand Prix from the Formula 1 World Championship. And this is the one where the alarm could have gone off and I could have just switched it off and rolled over and gone straight back to bed again. But here we are. We're up. If I can make it for this one, I can make it for any of them. But yeah, welcome in. Big ups, Gav. What the hell is Naomi wearing? I haven't seen anything yet. Oh, how are we doing? Absolute mazza that I'm even sat here right now. Right, let's get it. Right, what's new? What's happening? Can you hear me? Is the microphone on? Is the can you see me? Can you hear me? Check, mic check, 1, 2. Come on then, Dougie. All alone. Chewbacca. Oh, is she on a Chewbacca one? Thought you'd talk about me for a minute there. But yeah, big ups, Gav. Sean, the question is, are we going to get more grass fire this quality session? I haven't seen any practice, but I did hear about that. There was two fires, was it, in practice? I remember that happening. Was it this track, like 2013 or something? I'm round here. Or was it Hungary once? It is a weird one. It was China, yeah. China, like last year. Now, I remember one from like 15 years ago, funnily enough. I don't remember the one last year. But yeah, so it's 4 grass fires in total. Eh? What did they do? Just immediate red flag? I haven't even seen any practice. This is the first laps I'm going to see this weekend because the practice sessions have been like 3, 4 in the morning and stuff, so I haven't seen a single lap. Obviously, I've seen the highlights and stuff, you know, Jack Doohan leaving the DRS open into turn 1, and it's good night Vienna, but other than that, I am going into this cold turkey. But we love it. 2 in FP2 and 2 early in FP3. Really? They've got a serious issue. They could do like watering the entire, like, all the off-track, all the grass around the circuit. They could do getting the hose pipe on it. Bang. Done. Dealt with. You couldn't get tickets. I'm not surprised. And even if you could, you're talking... you might take 2 weeks off your holiday because your budget... your budget might be blown. So, no, I'm not surprised. Do you know what, though? I was thinking about you the other day, Loz, because they were doing an event in Tokyo, like a demonstration and stuff. And, you know, for the fans, like, going up and down the streets and that, and making an event, basically, in Tokyo. I was wondering, like, I wonder if you're in Tokyo to see that, like, it's to get the hype up and get the fans involved and a bit of something going on, but it would have just been probably potluck if you were in Tokyo at that time. But it was, like, last week, maybe not as long as it, maybe, like, Wednesday or something like that. No, he wasn't, but he would have gone. I know, that would have been, you know, that's obviously a free ticket. And they just do a little demonstration in an old car and that and whatever. But yeah, they were all there. Max will get swapped to the Racing Bulls. Do you know what, Gav? Funnily enough, I seen you know, an edited picture of Verstappen in the Racing Bulls overalls and that. And I thought, it's the first time it's ever occurred to me where I thought, Well, what is stopping them doing that? Why is there any regulation? Let's say, purely theoretical, purely talking out my arse, right? Let's say, for argument's sake, that Racing Bulls is actually quicker than Red Bull, right? No BS, no hocus pocus. It's a better car. And so then you've got, like, let's say, Hadjar on the podium, Lawson, and they're competing for victories. And Red Bull, like, mid-pack, Verstappen P9 and Tsunoda P15 or something. Would they then go, let's put Max in the Racing Bull? Obviously, they'll lose the constructors' points they gained or whatever, Constructors in the bin. But would they then consider going, right, Verstappen and close team, Team Verstappen, so him and like a small group of like engineers, just go into the Racing Bull and go for the championship, and swap. Is there any regulation rule or that could block that? I was actually thinking that yesterday. I was thinking, so they can just put Verstappen and like his race engineer, is it Lambiase or what's it called, the race engineer? What's to stop them putting Verstappen and his close-knit team in that car, regulation-wise? Nothing. So then, do you know what got me thinking? It got me thinking, right, say they've got these new regulations coming out next year in 2026. That means that what you would do in that organisation is, you'd go, right, these are brand new regulations. What we'll do is, with one car, because they've basically got two shots. They've got two shots at the board, right? So what you do is you go, right, we'll go in this direction with this car, and we'll go massively in this direction with the other car. Then one of them's going to be right, and we put Verstappen in the one that's right. Eh? Do you realise how much of a absolute gigantic advantage that is to have two shots at the board and then put Verstappen in whichever one's quickest? I'd never even considered that until like yesterday when I saw some mock-up of Verstappen in a Racing Bulls overalls. I thought, well, yeah, they could do. I mean, yeah, Constructors' Championship in the bin, all the rest of it, and it'd be a nightmare. PR-wise, it'd be a nightmare, and the casual fan would all of a sudden be like, whoa, what team, who, where, what's happening here now? Like, the casual fans, game over, and PR disaster. But possible, if shit really hit the fan, and Racing Bull was rapid, and Red Bull was nowhere, why can't, contractually, it's a, honestly, mind blown. It could happen if it got that bad where the Racing Bull was genuinely quicker. Which given that, it had never opened my eyes to just how big of an advantage Red Bull have over the entire field. For the fact that they've got this B team, it's actually not on, is it? Because they've got two throws at the board, and everyone else has only got one. So when you've got new regulations next year, I'd make the two cars, I'd go do down to completely different concepts, and then if one misses, put Verstappen in the other one. Easy beans, mate. Massive disadvantage. But yeah, anyway, getting quali underway. Yeah, Yuki looking good so far. Honestly, I'm supporting Yuki for the rest of the season, as well as Antonelli. But I am getting support behind Yuki Tsunoda. I'm having it. good luck to him. There was a bunch of fans in Nagoya today on the way to the track. Are you in the right? Well, I don't know where Nagoya is, but constant forecast. Rain is coming tomorrow. Rain for the race. Yes, Simon. Welcome to the stream, dude. Looking fresh. Hey, give me an Oscar. I'm not talking Piastri. The last time we saw Sister Red Bull team on a better car was in 2008. Yeah. In fact, that was what I was thinking as well. When when Vettel won the Italian Grand Prix in the B team, and they were getting podiums. Who was his teammate? Was it not Liuzzi? Was it Buemi? Was it Vettel and Buemi? No, Vettel and in 2008. Yeah, Bourdais. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad I got you in the chat, right? Vettel and Bourdais getting podiums. Yeah. Mark Webber and David Coulthard. Coulthard and Webber? Question mark, I think. Struggling. You know what I mean? Bourdais' career was underwhelming. Yeah, but Spa that year, Bourdais, what was he? P4? They were up there, mate. Whatever happened to Sebastian Bourdais? Did he go sports car racing? Did he have a sports car career, I think, didn't he, Bourdais? He had the glasses, didn't he? He was a guy with the glasses. I thought, you'll not go far with a pair of glasses on, but he did, bro. He had a full sports car career. I think he probably won Le Mans. So, big ups. Right, nothing is stopping them doing that, but you could imagine the backlash they would get. From who? Me and you? Give a damn, innit? The backlash, I mean, yeah, like I say, it's a PR nightmare, but it's a scary advantage. I only realised yesterday just how big of an advantage it is to have two teams. And you just move your drivers about where you want, how you want, do what you want. Because if the Racing Bulls was genuinely quicker, why couldn't they just move Verstappen across? Which is such an unfair advantage. It's actually ridiculous. It's close to the circuit, but you're supporting you. Yeah. I'm supporting Yuki from now to the end of the season. Obviously, Antonelli's the main. If you don't know, I'm big Kimi Antonelli, but Yuki's now up there as well. I hope he does well. You know, I like his personality as well, and he deserves this big shot. He should have had this shot anyway. You know, and it was ruthless to Lawson, but it's also the right decision. And Tsunoda goes third. So we'll get into what's actually happening on track. So it's Norris on a 128.2, who's quickest. The live timing should be working, everything, so you can see the live positions as we go through it. But if you don't know how qualifying works, it's split into three sections. So this is Q1, as you can see there. So you've got a Q1, Q2, Q3. In Q1, at the end of that time running out, the slowest 5 drivers are eliminated and their grid position is set. Then the top 15 go through to Q2. That's a 15-minute session, and at the end of which 11th through 15th is then eliminated and set in stone. And then the top 3 go through to Q3 to fight for pole position. So that's how it works if you are new to Formula 1. Let's go, DD. How are we doing? You're at work now, aren't you? Oh, everyone. Saturday morning. Get in. The rain came very late. Who's where? Yeah, I know. I know. That's one of my favourite races of all time, that, Sean. Well, at least the latter, you know what I mean? Last 10 laps. I don't know what happened in the first 33 laps, but I know the last 10 laps was... it's one of the best moments in Formula 1 history. The end of that race. It's just madness. Didn't Alonso gain something daft, like 10 positions on the last lap or something absolutely criminal like that? Russell is on pace here. Antonelli only P9 though. No, man. Oh, experience might show here at Suzuka. Experience might come up trumps here. He says as Antonelli gets knocked out in Q1. Experience might be more of a factor. Because Antonelli's a second off the pace and Russell is within half a tenth. Come on, Kimmy. Please don't get knocked out in Q1, my old fruit. He got P7 at the end. Bourdais dropped back, did he? He was one of the ones. He was in a good position. But yeah, no, it's one of my favourite last few laps of that race. Raikkonen versus Hamilton. Honestly. The other teams you bring up about 2-team thing, I used to talk about 2 teams. It would cause an uproar. Yeah, like, you'd never get away with that. Now I feel like if Mercedes were like, right, we're going to enter a second team in, they'd be like, whoa, no you're not. Maybe people are just so used to Red Bull having 2 teams that it's not like for example me. I've been sleeping on it. I just feel like, yeah, they got a B team, and then it's like yesterday, yeah, they've got a B team. I've been watching this for 18 years, but hang on a minute, is this not a mad unfair advantage? Well, the thing is, you don't think of it when Verstappen's winning world championships. And the B team are finishing 8th in constructors and getting the odd point here and there. It's not even on the radar. It's now that it's on the radar because that racing pool might be easier to drive, and therefore the drivers in the racing bulls might consistently outperform Verstappen's teammate. So whoa. So wait a minute. Do you know what I mean? At that point, you have to start considering, well, which is the better car here? And then you start opening the can of worms that you can never close. So, yeah, anyway, we'll see. Yeah, anyway, Sainz into 5th. Yeah, I'll take that as a hint to start looking at what's happening on track. So it's Piastri from Russell, Norris. Top 3. Norris now goes quickest on a 1:27.8. Right, okay, so something going on with Hadjar. I didn't have time to read that radio message. You've also got Hamilton under pressure in P16. Leclerc goes P2 then, just 75 thousandths of a second slower than the McLaren Lando Norris. Ocon pops up to 13th, which pushes Hamilton down to 17th, so desperate for a lap. Here comes Ollie Behrman. He's gone 5th. Go on then. 7 minutes to go. Nah, there's no way that's right. Unless I'm behind. So 6 minutes 50, 49, 48. How far ahead is this? Well, I'm living in the future here. How is this 20 seconds? No way. This is too optimistic. Hamilton goes P6 then, so should be safe with that, but I mean, it's not unbelievable. Ollie Behrman quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Hold the front page. Hey, Gav, we don't talk about it. He's at risk, yeah. He needs a lap. He needs a lap. I think Russell's been there or thereabouts. And Antonelli can't keep up with him this weekend. It is what it is. It's race 3. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. So this could be a bit of a peak weekend, actually, as an Antonelli fan. This could be a bit peak. Yeah. I'm feeling like this one could be a, come back in Bahrain next week and we'll have another go. This could be a tough one for Antonelli, This might be a bit of a sobering one. He was a bit lucky in Australia. He obviously did well, but to keep it on the road. And then China, very good. This one might be a bit of a sobering one where you go, oh, it's not that easy. He might be sort of coming out of this weekend thinking, yeah, maybe it's not quite as simple as I thought it was, this game. These drivers are pretty good and they have been racing round here for many a year. Can you just jump in and, maybe not. But Antonelli does need a lap. That's the bottom line. So bottom 5 at the minute is Lawson, Alonso, Antonelli, Hadjar, Stroll. So both racing bulls in the bottom 5. I don't think it'll end up like that, will it? Let's be honest, I don't think this will be the real bottom 5. I don't think it will be, no. I think Hulkenberg will get knocked out. Jack Dooner get knocked out. No, I reckon both kick Saubers will be knocked out. I hope Gabriel Bortoleto gets through, but I reckon it'll end up an Aston Martin, a couple of Saubers, I don't know. And Antonelli. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I think the Saubers are a bit of an outlier here. Yeah, the fact that they're 11th and 13th means anything's possible. What if this ruins... What's going on with Hadjar's car? I've not caught I've missed the boat with this. For what? What's wrong with Isaac Hadjar? Oh, I've not even looked, Denver. How does it work? I'll have a look for the race tomorrow. I've totally forgot about it. Bloody hell. I owe you 800 quid. Honestly, I've woken up and clicked go live. I've not even thought about it. I'll rig it up for the race. How are we doing, bro? But welcome in. Oh, good lad, it will be working. Ah, sweet. Sweet. Now I'll rig it up for the race. Anyway, yours funny, Denver. I probably don't need it right now, do I? You're about a third person to type. Welcome to all 4 of you in the Viewers Championship. Yeah, we're not overrun. We're not overrun with entries. So, do you know what I mean? I can just about count it up. Hey, mate, when there's 10,000 in chat, mate, and it's going... Lad, when we hit it big time, you got 10,000 people all typing, I'll go, thank God he made me that app. But right now, I probably could do it. It's one of them. Yeah, just don't know you change your name. Is Roberto on Jams the other night? Oh, that's me other YouTube account. I don't dip about on YouTube on this account. It's the account that I use to go on other people's chat, if you get what I mean. I've got 2 accounts. So yeah. It's like a personal and a business. Ooh, come on then. It's because, I'll tell you why I don't go on other channels as Motorsport Madman. Because I'm membered up to everybody's on the fucking other one. So... I'm paying me money on another account. So I can't be Motorsport Madman, can I? Because I won't get spanner. I'm not spannered up, you see. No blue name, no spanner, no badge, nothing. I've got nothing as Motorsport Madman. So That's why. Right, anyway, what's happening on track? Antonelli goes 7th. Bang, safe, surely. 35 seconds to go. He was under pressure. Russell goes 2nd. Mercedes are quick. Always have been. Always will be. No, Mercedes are genuinely pretty quick. But Tsunoda's up there, man. Tsunoda can drive it. I'm happy. I'm surprised, actually. I'm very pleasantly surprised that Yuki Tsunoda can drive this car. I bet in Red Bull they're going, thank God for that. Tsunoda can drive it. Do you know what I mean? Hold every front page there's ever been in sport. Tsunoda can drive it. Should just be the headline of every sports column. Tsunoda can drive it, which surprises me. But thank God he can, man. Because it was looking peak for Red Bull. Had just gone through in P12. Doohan's out, Stroll's out. Ocon's looking suspect. Ocon's looking suspect because if Sauber beats him, he's done. He's done. Suspect has become eliminated. What's Lawson saying? Is Lawson done for? Cooked goose. Bortoletto out qualifies Ocon, but he's knocked out. Can Lawson get through? He does get through. Did I predict that bottom 5? Can someone rewind the stream? Did I not say Doohan and Aston Martin both kick Saubers? And Ocon was, did I say Ocon? I predicted this. I've seen a few of these. I know what happens. I think someone go back 5 minutes. I said that. And that's what we've got. What are we saying? Oh yeah, he's made an app, yeah, where he can it logs everyone that chats. It logs them as like a unique. So I don't have to go back through the streams and then get my pen and paper out and go, right, who was in the stream? Right, Gav was in it. GAV dash subscribe. Oh, Kim was in. Right, Kim. You know what I mean? It eliminates a few hours of behind the scenes admin that probably no one's even considered that I have to do. It's a pain in the arse. I tell you what, this Viewers' Championship, yeah, it's fun, but it basically eliminates my Sunday afternoon and Monday morning in trying to rig it up. It's a bit of a do. So, Denver coming in clutch, saving me a few hours of messing about. So get in. It's Tsunoda's favourite tracker now. Now's a circuit at the back of his... Yeah, knows it like the back of his hand. Let's get to the next race and see. Do you know what, Gav? 99 times out of 100, you're right there. Give it time. But I only need to see one lap that's close to Verstappen to draw a conclusion. I don't need much evidence. I'm saying he can drive it. You know what I mean? Draw a line under it. Full stop, he can drive it. I've seen enough. Because Lawson couldn't get within like 2 seconds. And straight away, Tsunoda, yeah, my track, you know, next weekend he might be a few tenths off. But I tell you what, the biggest sigh of relief in sporting history is Red Bull behind the scenes going, He can drive it. Oh, I don't know. Praise the Lord. Because if Tsunoda was unable to drive that Red Bull, they are up. You know the creek, and they ain't got no paddles left. They would have been so far up that creek. It would have been interesting from a sporting point of view, I'm not going to lie. That would have been major, like, stick Christian Horner in the car, stick Jos Verstappen in, let him have a go. That would have been full meme city, like. But they've saved themselves real embarrassment. It's already been a bit of a joke, but they've saved themselves serious embarrassment by the fact that Tsunoda can drive it. You know, he doesn't have to beat Verstappen. There's no one out there that can, in my opinion, you know, in the same machinery, but he can drive it. Ocon, wow. Ocon gone. Sauber not last now, which is a step forward. Who's last? Is it not still the slowest car, though? And just Ocon doing and Stroll have just had a shock? Oh, really? No. I'd still say that because the Alpine. I mean, where's Gasly's P9? You're not slotting it P9 in the slowest car. Stroll. I mean, how good's the Aston Martin? Mind you, Lance Stroll's got a few points in the first few races, but he's back to his old self here, P20 and gone immediately. But Lance Stroll's actually had, like, the best start to a season that I can remember him having. The worst part of getting ready for the viewers' race. You see, people probably think I click a button and there we go, and everybody's there. It takes hours. The worst part. Oh, the worst part. I'll tell you the worst part is, right, this is a full fucking morning, right? The worst part is, I might have an example of it, is when there's been a race, right, working out 72 people's new championship points and typing it all out and working it all out. Because you have to consider that a lot of people weren't in the race, a lot of people were, and then who's moving up and down, and then, oh mate, it's an absolute minefield. I have to write it out on about 4 sheets of paper. And then it's like, because you've got the result of the last race, you've got the points, what they already were, then you've got to merge the two together and go, right, he's on 46 plus 12. And then the next guy, he might be third in the championship, but wasn't in the race. So then the guy who's fourth, he was on 86 plus another 13. Then you've got to merge the two. Then you've got to come up with a new one. And, that one. That's the worst bit about it. Because not everyone's in every race. So it becomes a minefield of a lot of people getting no points. But that's only an issue. Early on in the season, like now, it's fine because it's only like 20 people in it. But when you've got a list of 76 potential people that might be in it, and then 29 of them were, and then some of them, so that's right, some of them were in the race but get no points anyway, and some of them missed the race and get no points. And then you've got new people that have come in and get points, so then they're above all the people that have been in and didn't get points. Let me tell you, it's pages. It's pages. But, yeah, that's a morning. That's a Monday morning for you. in the world of Rob Wilson. Right, anyway, Q2. Lance Stroll back to reality, yeah. Back to reality. Yeah, Sauber have good drive, yeah. They're outperforming it a little bit. They've, for Sauber to out-qualify Ocon, Doohan and Stroll, if they had a school report, I'd say do better. I've got to say, I absolutely love this Red Bull Special Edition livery. I think it's one of the best liveries in history. Ooh. Bit heavy, that, innit? No. That is one of the best liveries I've ever seen. That's one of the best looking Formula 1 cars I think I've ever seen in all the years I've been watching it. It's a fantastic special edition livery. The Haas one, on the other hand, not so sure. But that's an absolute banger. And to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of these special edition liveries. I feel like it's getting too much, too frequent. It's like when Sebastian Vettel used to change his helmet design every week. It's like, it's good for the first few weeks, and then by week 12 you go, just keep the same helmet design. We can't keep up with it. The special edition liveries are getting a bit out of hand, but this is a particularly good one. But anyway, Gasly's gone P2. Anyway, we're early doors Q2, so don't be writing the headlines yet, but Gasly's done a good lap. Sauber have 2 good drives, yeah. Just copied the Racing Bulls. Yeah, but it's better, innit? And I thought the Racing Bulls one was good until I've seen this Red Bull one, and I've gone, it wasn't as good as I thought. This one's good. They've made the Racing Bull one look like child's play, you know what I mean? They've gone, do you want to see a proper livery? So Norris goes quickest on a 1:27.1. Verstappen's 4 tenths behind that. The Ferraris are 6-7 tenths behind. Gasly's 8 tenths off it. Behrman a second down. Tsunoda a second down. Lawson 1.1. Fair play to Lawson getting through to Q2. He'd have been knocked out in Q1 in the faster car. Work that out if you can. To be honest, I think it's saved Liam Lawson mentally to put him back. I think they had to switch it. I think it's ruthless. Oh, it's easy saying that now. We know that Tsunoda can drive the car, but I think it's ruthless. And I don't blame Lawson at all. Like I said, I don't blame him whatsoever. But if you can't drive him, get him out of there. Why wait half a season, have half a season of P19 and then do it? You might as well, like Christian Horner said, you might as well just rip the plaster off now. And they'll be glad they did it because Tsunoda can drive it. And that's good enough. And what can drive it means he's not last. Does it mean he can fight for the championship? Probably not, but not last. Albon's gone P5 in the Williams. Okay. They've got Jacques Villeneuve in the commentary this weekend. No Martin Brundle, is there not? Mind you can't do all 24 races these days. I've noticed the last sort of couple of seasons, grass fire. Well, they need to just water the or is that like not viable? Oh, it's 1,000 litres of water. We can't do it, but. There's surely not another grass fire. Yeah, there is. They need to. Is this not? Is this not easily preventable? Like the grass is dry, clearly. What's triggering it? Do you think the marbles from the tyres are going off into the grass and the marbles are red hot and it's sparking little fires? Is that what it is? Or is it just... Oh, it's the sparks, of course it is. Right. Yeah. No, it's not the marble. Yeah, of course, it's the sparks from the underside of the car, and then the wind's catching them. The sparks are going onto the grass. It's an unusual one. I'll give it that. This is a very unusual one, this. But the fact that it's happening every 10 minutes is not good. They don't want this for the race. Do you know what I mean? Red flagging the race every half dozen laps because there's a fire. They need to get... someone needs to be on the phone to someone with a big wagon full of water and going, we need you, Brev. I'll pay what you want. Bring your 1,000-gallon water tank. Suzuka. Nah. Get him now. What was that from, that? That's what they need. They just need to import a fire engine. They need to buy a fire engine. It needs, to me, I'm waffling here, but to me, it's an easy fix. Why are they not doing it? Hosepipe ban? Why are they not? It seems an obvious. Surely someone can rig this up where we can. Prodigy fire starter, yeah. It's a fire starter. I don't know the lyrics. It's an heavy tune, that, though. Yeah, stick that on at work at 7:30 in the morning. Come on. Yeah, Albon once again another lap. Red flag number 7 of the weekend, 5th one. The thing is, they can't have this during the race tomorrow. In quali, okay. You know, but they can't have this tomorrow. It's a joke. Yeah, that's it, Gav. Yeah, the cars are bottoming out on the circuit. The skid plate creates sparks. The sparks are being blown into the grass, and up she goes. But water the grass, mate. It must be very dry. It's not rained for weeks. I think Japan has a water shortage. Yeah. That's the only conceivable reason why this already hasn't been sorted out. Because you could just send a truck. Do you know what I mean? Just spraying water. Done. Like, you could solve it in like an hour. If the race is shit tomorrow, you'd be crying out for grass fire to bring the back together. Ooh. See, I hadn't considered it from that angle. Yeah, we could do, yeah. Lap 38 in the Japanese Grand Prix. 12 seconds between Norris and Piastri at the front. Let's have a grass fire. Yeah. Yeah, let's spice it up a bit. Someone start a fire, will you? Yeah, madness. Absolute madness. Right, Q2 is back underway. Track clear, fire doused. Let's have it. Hopefully the rain. That's it, innit? Yeah, make a phone call. Get the rain in. Who are you phoning for that? Make your own assumptions. I don't know, mate. Yeah, rain. Rain's an easy fix, innit? There you go. That'll be it. Listen, if we're praying for a grass fire, it's been a shocker. If I'm sat here tomorrow morning going, oh, where's these grass fires when you want them? Then it's been a 1 out of 10, boys. See you next week. Even though it's an absolute classic track and one of the best on the calendar, how many overtaking opportunities have you got? No, you've got a few. No, it's up there. You got turn one, you got the last chicane, you got the hairpin. Nah, it's doing all right. I was thinking about sector 1. People don't get overtaken in sector 1, do they? Round the S's and round the outside. I've never seen it. It has happened though, but it's rare. Also, hopefully not too heavy rain. Well, this is it. This is it, Sean. It's always the balance. You just want a little bit of drizzle, but you don't want downpours. Back to normal times next week, Rob, bro. Yes. Bring it on. Bring it on, Gav, honestly. Jesus. You know what I mean? You have to get up. If you have to get up at 6, 7 a.m. to watch these streams or to put the F1 on. I mean, how many people have missed the first 3 races, will miss the first 3 races of the season and will switch it on round 4 and go, oh, the season started. Yeah. And we're 4 rounds deep. That is probably, I'd say at least half of the fan base in Europe have missed round 1, 2, and 3 live. I'm talking about, yeah, they watched a rerun. You know what I mean? They watch a rerun while they're having the Sunday lunch at 4 p.m. on Channel 4 and go, oh, the race is on. No, it wasn't. It was 18 hours ago, mate. But you do you. But and then they'll tune in for round 4. So yeah, it's peak. It's peak. So bring on the 2 p.m.ers. I think this really is it. Tomorrow morning, I think really is it for early morning session. Other than Vegas, I think Vegas, but that's like late November. You know, we'll get to Vegas when we get to Vegas. Well, we won't get to Vegas. We sat here, but we get to those times when we get there. But from tomorrow till the end of November, there won't be alarms going off at 4 or 5 in the morning for this. So get in. Triple header. Yeah, Japan, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, back to back to back. I'll tell you what, putting Japan and Bahrain back to back's bold, when there's probably 10,000 miles between the two. GG's. Mind you, they've done like Abu Dhabi and Vegas back to back. Savage. Do these people not know the logistics of the planet? Right, anyway, 5 minutes to go. And Hamilton across the line, P4. Tsunoda could do with a lap. Tsunoda could do with a lap. Leclerc goes P4. Oh, it's a McLaren 1-2 on the grid, in it all day, this. Maybe Russell can get involved. If this isn't a Norris pole position, then he's made a mistake. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I feel like if Norris gets a clean lap in, yeah. But Russell might withstand a chance. I don't know if the Ferraris can get there. I'm feeling like probably not. So, this season, listen, this season might rest on whether is Oscar Piastri good enough. Is what this season might be. If he's not good enough, Norris will cruise it. If he is good enough, let's have a look. And then the other guys might just be flashing the pans. You know, Hamilton will win one, Russell will win one, Leclerc will win one, Antonelli will win one. But Norris might win 12 or 15. Verstappen win 2 or 3, maybe. How many does Piastri win? Is the question. And that's probably what makes or breaks this season, to be honest with you. Is how good is Oscar Piastri? That's what makes or breaks 2025. Ferrari's still really hard to trust them. How do they get the cars there so quick? 10k miles away. Planes. No. Oh, I don't want to go down a tangent now, but I've seen a documentary where they've got 3 of everything. So there's imagine an F1 team. They've got 3 of everything you could ever imagine, right? So one pot does 7 races, another lot does 7 races, and another lot does 7. So depending on where the race is, that'll get allocated to that, and that lot will get allocated to that. And so there's 3 of everything. 3 lots of everything. I've seen a documentary. But yeah, it's it's an absolute logistic. This is like the best logistics in the world, as well as the best drivers, tracks and cars. But yeah, it is also a logistics groundbreaker, F1. Right, anyway, what am I on about? Hadjar's up to P8. Lawson goes P10. Ooh, Yuki could do with a lap. Morning, Dougie. How we doing? Oh no, Yuki. Yuki can drive it. These words might come back to haunt me. Yuki can drive it, he says. Yuki can drive it, he says. Always take what I say with a pinch of salt. Alonso P10 at the minute. We've got a minute left in Q2. Behrman goes 8th. Behrman rapid. Behrman rapid. Who had that? Oliver Behrman is pulling up trees here in qualifying. Cherry blossom trees. Honestly. Hadjar P9, and you got Tsunoda. Look at that. There's only a 10th between Lawson and Tsunoda. Oh, you could write a book. Oh, the story of this. Lawson ahead of Tsunoda by a 10th is... Oh, what do you do? What do you say? How do you... He's out. He's out, isn't he? Oh, Sainz P12. So Sainz is out because he's on a cool down lap. And he's... Hamilton didn't appreciate that one. So is anyone else on a flying lap here? Why are we watching Hamilton on a cool down lap? Sonoda's definitely out then in 15. So Lawson's out-qualified Sonoda. There's your headline, bang. This is now very interesting. Gav, yeah, I told you that I've seen enough. I haven't seen enough. What the fuck? No, Lawson's out-qualified Sonoda. Yeah, of course he has. Of course he has, mate. Wow. There you go. This is getting interesting. This is getting very interesting. Sonoda's lining up 15th for the Japanese Grand Prix. It'd be top 10 if he was in the Racing Bull. More than likely. So now we're getting into a situation here that's getting a bit of a mad one. Yes, Chris, welcome to the stream, dude, and welcome to round 3 of the Viewers' Championship with the thousands of other people that are here. How to get the big motorhomes? Because they won't fit on a plane. They're just dismantled. They're just dismantled. But in fact, once they're in Europe, then it's all done by truck. It's all road trip mode. It's all done by lorry. But when these are the flyaways, yeah, no, it's big freight. It's freight planes. It's all dismantled and put into boxes. Put into big containers. But like I say, Gav, 3 lots of everything. So it's not like they're taking that same lot of stuff, packing it up, and it goes to the next race. Not necessarily. They'll already. I bet you actually, right, in Bahrain right now, they're already sorting the garages out. I bet it's already half built. So in other words, it's not everything that's at the Japanese Grand Prix now. A lot of it will have to be packed up and taken to Bahrain, but also a lot of it is already there because there's more than one set, bruv. Do you get me? There's already be a lot of stuff in Bahrain now. Already going. So they're ahead of the game. Yeah, they didn't wake up this morning and think how we're going to do this. They know the game. Yeah, Lawson, Sonoda alongside together out, yeah. Lawson 14th, Sonoda 15th. That's it, when it Lawson out qualifies Sonoda is madness. But is it madness? No. It's completely predictable, yet strange. It shouldn't be, but it is. Don't even praise Lawson. It's the rookie who got into Q3, Isaac Hadjar. Look at this, Hadjar, Behrman, 8th and 9th. Ollie Behrman, this is fantastic from him, this is fantastic. Antonelli through as well, come on, stick that in there, come on, top 10. To be honest, I am really pleasantly surprised that Antonelli's got through here because it was looking peak for Antonelli. It was looking like a 17th and see you in Bahrain, but he's doing all right. He's doing all right, Kimmy. He's not making an embarrassment of himself. So, get in. We're going to see Max in the Racing Bulls at Bahrain. Imagine it, Gav. No, the thing is, Gav, right? That's kind of a joke. But they might. Well, they won't. No, they won't. But they could. they bloody well could if they wanted to. And that's scary enough for me. That's scary enough that they could. But they won't. Imagine they did it for... No, they can't. They can't mess about with it. They can't mess about with it. Could they let Verstappen... What about this as an idea? Put Verstappen in the Racing Bull for FP1. And let him drive it. Could they do that? So, do Verstappen FP1 and then get a report from him. And he might say, this is well better. I want this one. I want that one. You know what I mean? Come on, I'm thinking outside the box here. You got to get thinking about what you can do here. I'd do Verstappen, FP1, Racing Bulls, right? Give Adjar FP1 in the Red Bull, you know what I mean? All your Christmases come at once, right? And then get the debrief. That's what I would do, mate. Could they do that? That's what they should do. And then Verstappen gets out of the car and goes, you know, this is much easier to drive. What are we even doing here? Well, no, well, but then again, that's what I'd do, though. Just to get like, more heads are better than one. Just to get a report from him. He might say, yeah, it's easy to drive, but I can get half a second more out of my car. Or he might say, this is a fundamentally faster car. Wagwan. They should do that. They won't do that. But they should perhaps do that. Sainz balls it up again. No, yeah, but look. Albon 10th, Sainz 12th. Do you hold him over a ransom for that? Do you know what? I think the rhetoric around Alexander Albon and his perception among the fans is going to change this season. I think people have him down in the bang average category. He was never bang average. Alex Albon is a top talent. And this season will prove that. I've always had a soft spot for Alex Albon. He's always been up there, in my opinion, Albon. And massively underrated. So now we've got Carlos Sainz. He's getting beaten, bruv. Alex Albon's up there. And people will catch up on that fact. It's seen drivers who jumps in a new team need time to adapt. Well, that's it as well, you know. Give him time. Science, this is them having a bit of a tricky time. Yeah, he'll get it together, I'm sure. I love Albon. Gutted he didn't get the Mercedes seat. To you guy, that's why I'm bitter. He was never in the conversation though. He's never in the conversation for it though. You know what I mean? It's like being gutted that Chelsea didn't sign Mbappe. He was never in for it. That's just like something you've come up with, but it was never... I've never heard of it before. So... Well, so get in, Kimmy. I think it was between... getting Bottas back. No, who's it he looked at? Sainz. I mean, who was available at the time when they've gone for Antonelli? Maybe they passed up on Carlos Sainz and went for Antonelli, which is bold. I'm sure there was someone else in the mix for it that they didn't go with in the end. I can't think of because everyone's changed teams. I can't remember who was where. Usually for Sainz, he adapts quickly. Right, we're underway for the pole position shootout Q3. Alonso, Sainz and Albon. Was Albon considered? I never heard that. He should have been. Oh, I'm not saying he shouldn't have been. Albon should have been a name in the hat, but I never heard that. I know Sainz was definitely talked about. But go for youth. But then again, going for a Russell Albon lineup, it's a known quantity. Where Antonelli was the unknown gamble, wasn't it? It's exciting to sign Antonelli as well. You've got to remember that because Antonelli's unknown. I think you have to take the punt, don't you? Even though a Russell Albon lineup's strong, it's a known quantity. Antonelli's the gamble that might pay off, you know. Russell purple set to 1 and 2. It's looking a good lap. I mean, fair play to Jacques Villeneuve in the commentary box. I rate it, actually. Russell at the final corner and across the line. A 1:27.3. Right, what's anyone else saying? Oh, Antonelli's a second off. Antonelli can't live with George Russell this weekend. It is what it is, I think. It just is what it is, I think. I don't think Antonelli can get near Russell this weekend. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to just hold your hands up and go, you might have this one, mate. And Verstappen does a 27.2. Provisional pole position until Piastri 27 flat, 0.2 of a second. Where's Norris going to slot in? Well, now this starts to get very interesting because Norris is half a second off. Hamilton goes P5 in the Ferrari. To be honest with you, this was looking nailed on for a Lando Norris pole position since about last week. But this is starting to get a lot more interesting than I gave it value for. And Leclerc goes P3. So Norris must have made a mistake, without a doubt. But Piastri on provisional pole with 7 minutes to go, 2.5 tenths quicker than Verstappen, Leclerc and Russell. It's extremely close between second, third and fourth. That Norris is 4.5 tenths off. Norris has to have made a mistake. Ollie Behrman wide on the exit of turn 2, but keeps his foot planted anyway. Wow. He did not back off because he was a Mercedes Junior. Was he? A new one on me. It's going to take time for Antonelli, but so far he's doing what's needed. Yeah, exactly. Listen, he's not made an embarrassment of himself. What's he finished? A 4th and a 6th? Something like that. Well, post Ferrari disqualification, of course. But, so he's benefited from that. But still, a 4th and a 6th It's not a bad start to a Formula One career, is it? This might not be the same kind of result. Yeah, I reckon. I reckon Antonelli's looking at like a P8 at best in it. He could get out qualified by like Ollie Behrman here. Ollie Behrman's doing fantastically well, and Isaac Hadjar as well. Hadjar, Behrman, and Albon. Impressive stuff. Yeah, also 7th in the sprint in China, so he scored points in all of them so far. It's not bad going, is it? I've backed a good horse, Sean. Get on it. Get on it now before the championships come, and then it's easy then, isn't it? Because listen, he could do 5 years and then win a championship, and he'd still only be like 23. Time is on your side. You know what I mean? He could get 4 or 5 years under his belt, be solid, then win a championship and still be in his early 20s. Now, this is the dream ticket at that point. At that point, you go, right, let's have 15 years now. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Remember Piastri got his maiden F1 Grand Prix podium in Suzuka? You've got an unbelievable encyclopedia in your brain. I don't remember that. I remember, like, the standout moments from, like, 20 years ago, but and such. But like, individual results like that, you're in a league of one there, mate. Also 7th in the sprint. Oh, yeah, you said that. Just need Bortoletto in a quick car. Yeah, are you on a Bortoletto one? I don't blame you. I feel like Gabriel Bortoletto might be the real deal as well. Yeah, I reckon that's a good horse to back as well myself. And also for you, it's a nice Alonso caveat as well, because Alonso's his manager. It all ties in perfectly. Yeah, back it. Yeah, Bortoletto might not be a bad little candidate, you know, actually. I like it. Also, Dougie on an Ollie Behrman one. Dougie on an Ollie Behrman one might not be a bad horse to back neither. Hadjar being Red Bull in 2 races times. Red Bull will say we never wanted Yuki in the first place. No, I think they've confirmed, and I believe that they won't swap the drivers now for the rest of the season. I think it would just become literally a joke if they did another switch this season. It would literally be a joke. It already is a bit, but it goes into another realm of joke if they swap again. So I think sort of no matter what Yuki does, he stays for the rest of the season. Sort of. 99%. They won't switch it again. They won't. Because if they do, you know, they might as well try me and you out, Gav. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? You do a practice session, I'll do one, see who's quickest. No. They won't switch it again. Right, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if Isaac Hadjar is in that Red Bull at any point this season, I'll eat my hat. But it won't be. It'll be Tsunoda till the end now. So Norris's purple set to 1. This is for pole position, by the way. So let's talk about what's happening on circuit as George Russell comes up to the final chicane. Round he goes. He's P4 at the minute, George Russell. Can he improve? No, he stays. And Russell's not improved, as far as I can tell. Russell P4 at best. Hadjar goes P7. Antonelli's up to 6th. I've missed all that. Here comes Norris. What can he do? Pole position at the minute. 126.995 as Lando Norris snatched it. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. There's a bit of debris out of the final corner there on the pit straight. Is anybody else on a flyer? Should we be watching anybody? Here comes Albon, 6/10 off P9. Has it ended up Mercedes Linus Stern in P5 and P6? Kimi Antonelli. Come on then. I don't think anyone else is on a flyer. This is it. I feel like we've come off the boil here. Is this it? Is it Verstappen or bust here? It's Verstappen on it. Out of the final corner. And to the line. And pull! And pull! No way! No, it hasn't come off the boil. It has not come off the boil. It has not. It's boiling over. Verstappen's done him. No way. Nah. Go on then. Verstappen's done him. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Maximilian Verstappen has just pulled out one of the laps of his career. That is unbelievable. Max Verstappen's whammed it on pole. I can't believe that. I am literally gobsmacked. How has Max Verstappen stuck that on pole? Oh, he's the best driver by a clear margin, mate. And just when you start to forget it, he reminds you, bang, I am the best. Max Verstappen has just slapped them all into oblivion, as if Verstappen's beaten both McLarens at Suzuka in a league of one, Brev. I'm not a fan of him. I don't support him, but he is without a doubt the fastest driver in the world. Full stop. And it's as you were, mate. Unbelievable. Max Verstappen. How has he done that? It's unbelievable. It's a new track record. A 1:26.983. Max Verstappen whams the Red Bull on pole position in Suzuka. Just unbelievable. It's prime Michael Schumacher. It's prime time. Untouchable mode. Oh, he's just proving to the world, like, listen, McLaren, you can have a car that's 2 seconds a lap quicker than me. Guess who's getting pole? Nah, that's unbelievable, that. There's nobody else in the world could have got pole position in that car, right? There's nobody else. You know what I mean? Get a queue of 8 billion people and all have a go. Not a chance. Unbelievable. I mean, I did not, in a million weeks, I did not see that coming today. In fact, I was sort of a bit, you could probably tell, but I was sort of a bit like, yeah, Norris pole, move on. Do you know what I mean? I'd given up. I was like, definitely Norris pole. How close can Piastri get? I can't believe that. That must be one of the, I need to see a replay of the full lap on board. That must be one of the laps. That's unbelievable. That's class. That is unbelievable. With rain tomorrow, this could be... So it's ended up Verstappen pole, if you couldn't tell. Norris, Piastri second and third. then Leclerc, then Mercedes end up 5th and 6th in the end, Russell, Antonelli, then Hadjar, Hamilton at P8, oof. Albon, then Behrman 10th in the end, but done very well to get through to Q3. Hadjar P7, what a do. You've got Verstappen on pole, Tsunoda 15th. Mate, this is unbelievable. It's just... The thing is, right, that Red Bull is such down a rabbit hole of development. But what else can you do? You have to go down that rabbit hole as Red Bull. You have to go down the rabbit hole of accommodating for Verstappen because he does this. Bro, when it works, it works. So what are you going to do? Not listen to him and say, oh, no, I'll tell you what, Max, I know you want a sharper front end. I know you do. But the other guy can't drive it. So what we're going to do is we're not going to go down your development path. What we're going to do is we're going to make the car easier to drive, you know, so that your teammate can, you throw that away. What do you want, Max? It is. They've got to. They've always had to. It is what it is. They have to, because of this, they have to lie down and go, what do you want? And then it just becomes, right, queue up, who else can drive it? Right, you can't, I'm sorry, mate. Can you drive it? Oh, you can't. Well, we'll give you another race. Oh, you still can't. Right. Who else can? And it's just rotate. You know, can we get a cloning program going on here? We need 2 Verstappens. Because, honestly, even though you could criticise Red Bull, right, for going down this mad development path where only you can drive it, but what else are you going to do? Because this wins you world championships. So what are you going to do? It's a mad one, but it is what it is. Is this Norris's first front row, though? How do you mean? Norris has had many in Japan. Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but maybe. The one thing I see Max could potentially win the World Championship is consistent results. Can you imagine if Max still wins it this year? Even though McLaren are quicker all year. No, if Max still wins it this year. Nah. There's no way, surely not. If Max still wins the championship this year, oh, that'd be, no, surely not. I don't think he'll be able to do it over a full season because he's got to pull a rabbit out of the hat every day. For 24 races in a row. How many rabbits have you got and how many hats have you got? Do you know what I mean? It's going to be that. I don't know. But I think every now and then he's going to get a pot shot in and go, yeah, I'm still the best, just to remind you. And then I think this season's going to be like, you know, the results are going to be Norris, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, yeah, I'm still the best. Norris, Piastri, Russell, Piastri, Verstappen, yeah, I'm still the best. Norris, Piastri. It is going to be a pot shot season, I think. But, you know, he'll prove that he's still the best, as he's done there. As he has just done. You won't be surprised if he wins it. I would be. If he wins the championship, what you mean this race? The only driver can trust his battling Max at this point is Piastri. Well, do they battle cleanly, do they? Lando, no chance. We need Russell to join in the fight as well. You pick Oscar over Lando. In terms of what? Like raw pace, like championship run? I don't know, you know. I think it's very evenly matched. Maybe Piastri's got more potential, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if Norris is... in a weird way, in my head, right, and I don't know, I don't know why, but in my head, if Piastri wins the championship, it's an upset. Even though Norris has done nothing to convince me that he's world champion material, for some reason in my head, it's an upset if Piastri wins it. Like a big upset, somehow. Is that because Norris has got a lot more fans, or is it? I don't know why that is in my head, but it just is. Well, it shouldn't be. It should be pretty much on a level. Maybe it's because Lando's been in the sport 7 or 8 years, Piastri's year 3. I don't know, man. But in my head, it's just massive upset if Piastri beats Norris. It shouldn't be. I don't know. Just like a weird perception. Maybe it's because the last couple of seasons it has been Norris number 1 driver, Piastri number 2 driver. But why has it got to be this season? It hasn't at all. It hasn't got to be this season like that. And Oscar's got to make sure it doesn't go down that road this season. In fact, that's what him and all his management should be saying. Right. We know you've been the number 2 driver, right? We started from 0. 2025. Make sure early on, you see, this is it for Piastri this season. The first third of this season for Oscar Piastri is absolutely massive because it's gonna, if he can't live up to Norris, then he's just gonna be put in the cubbyhole of your number 2. So he needs to have a great start to the season so then the team go, oh, okay, we can't just put him in that cubbyhole this year. He's stepping up now. He's got to. Anyway, championship mentality. It's only Oscar's 3rd season F1. We've already shown what he's made of. Yeah, Lando realistically should be the one winning, but makes these minor mistakes. He does. Yeah, he's not proved to me. Listen, I'm open to be my opinion being changed, but as of right now, I've not seen anything from Lando Norris that makes me think, yeah, world championships are a coming. Do you know what I mean? I've not seen that yet, but I am open to it. I'm ready for my mind to be changed, but I've not seen a ruthless edge. Obviously, Lando Norris, very talented, great driver, but have I seen a ruthless, cutthroat champion? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Do you know what? I thought I'd be tired, out of it, not really into it. But as it's turned out, I wouldn't have missed it for the world, as it's turned out. Verstappen proving, once again, there's only one man. And his name is Max Verstappen. Right, that's all for now. Join me even earlier tomorrow morning. I'm on air at 10 to 6 for the Japanese Grand Prix. Can we do it? Of course we can do it. Right, thank you all for being in the stream today. Cheers, Chrissy, Sean. Hey, sorry to all Lando fans, but won't be surprised if he ends up with 0 championships. Yeah, I like you, Sean. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen a ruthless, cutthroat Lando Norris. And That's why I watch. But yeah, right. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thoroughly enjoyed this stream. Actually, I thought I come into it thinking, I'm going to be knackered and not feeling it. It's been good. See you tomorrow, 10 to 6. Also, everybody that's typed in live chat today has been entered into round 3 of the Viewers' Championship, which will be round this circuit on Monday night. As you can see there, about 20 past 10 Monday night for that one. You'll have another chance to type in live chat tomorrow as well to get yourself in. But yeah, peace out and see you tomorrow for the race itself. Max Verstappen outshines them all in Japan. See you tomorrow.